Welcome back, gamers, to another live Bloodlines account review. And today we have the greatest pleasure of doing Mr. Gorilla's account. And on top of that, he's actually here to join us today to talk over some of the stuff that he has set up on his account and why. Don't make sound, you're gonna make me laugh. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone, you can.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so as you guys can see, we already have it pulled up just so you can see his power level and his name there, so you guys know we are actually on his account today. This is a lot of numbers for me to even read, and that's if these numbers are up to date at this point. So we're not even going to count that power level, just because it makes me feel ashamed of my account. So we're not even going to go there. But a lot of people, I want to go ahead, we'll look at your skins. I'm going to switch it if that's okay, because this is one of my favorite skins. I think it's really pretty. So we're just going to switch it to this while we're doing this today, just because I really like it. And we're
Okay.
also going to, let's see, we're going to look at your mask. Let's see what kind of buffs we got from these. So I see several already. We have 3, 2, 1, 5. Why do you have 5 of these? Oh my gosh. Increase your district taxes by 25%. This one we have is increase the attack of all your teammates by 8%. You have 3 of those. And this one you have 2. That's the defense of all of them by 3%. And then 1 is health at 6%. And this one is only 1 as well at friendly champions attack speed at 12%. So with your mask, did you buy all of these? Or did you do the quest to get most of these? I know some of these were available in the quest as well.
I think most of them are from challenges, cross-server challenges.
Okay. So you have this one. This one is attack speed. We have teammates attack speed by 2%, teammates health by 6, district, defense, districts, and attack. I want these. I don't have any of these. You have so many masks. I do not have any of these whatsoever. I was not able to complete those. It was too tedious in my opinion for me. Okay. So go ahead and look at your leaderboard, which you are currently sitting in first at 25 billion. Holy shit. That's a lot of power, my guy. And then we are second in the campaign, first in intimacy, and first in districts as well. Go ahead and also collect all of these. Let's see. Have you already selected your quest for these?
I think so.
Okay, let's see. There's
Not
absolutely
positive.
none available whatsoever. Let's see how many. We're not going to do any summonings because, oh my god. You have 456 crystals. How much money did you spend to have that many crystals? Or is that just from like saving them and not using them at all?
I don't know. Where are you? Because the live stream's lagging. I'm behind.
Oh goodness. Is it lagging for everybody or just for him
I
right now?
I
Let's see.
just seen you click on summons now.
Okay.
No, I just saved them. Usually I have about 1,000, but I just got that new champion that just came out. I think last week or the week before.
Usually have 1,000. I can barely get to 300 to do the new champions when they come out.
I usually buy all the monthlies and the weeklies and the dailies.
So on average, how much are you spending to buy all this?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
It's like just buy it to buy it.
Last I checked, I spent a little bit under 25,000.
25,000. That is like a year's worth of rent for me. My goodness. Okay. So it looks like a little bit of everything is slowly behind. Let's see. it's not just you. I pulled it up on here, so that's lagging as well. So 1 sec. We will see if that helps. If it's continuously lagging, let me know. Try to fix it. Because right now everything looks fine on my side. Everything's going smooth for me, so we will see as we go. Okay. So on your companions, you have over 4,000 heart boxes. We need them to make a system to update those so that we could change those out for either diamonds or everything else. Because I'm going to assume you've already gotten all of the companions from that little event.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, see on your districts. Currently bringing in. Oh shit. 1,033K a minute. That's not bad. Go ahead and look at them though, see what we have. Because I know earlier you said you didn't do the best in slots, but you have most of them already maxed out.
Yeah, I just put whatever champions I had already there. I really haven't worked on districts much at all.
No worries. Like I said earlier, I'm the same way. I have not done that myself. Okay, so this one for sure. Again, we don't have the best in slot, but you do. She brings in almost 8K just herself. Wow. I'm really looking forward to diving into them, to your characters, because their star levels and power on them is outstanding. And just to see how much you guys put into your characters to get them to that point is absolutely crazy to me. Because I could not imagine spending that much time to get them to where they are for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go over and pull up your champion list. We'll go ahead and look at your champions because those bloodcrafts have been screaming for me to look at them. And I will start with your Phoenix. So she is currently at 34 million power just herself. She's already level 700. Her health is at 134 million alone. We're at max stars as well. Go ahead and pull up her traits list. And you have 22 across the board for the most part. You only have 21 and 20 on some of those. So that already alone tells me how much you've put into your companions to get them to producing level 22 traits. So that's really awesome as well. That alone is going to be quite a bit of power for you guys. And then looking at her traits, hers are Pyromancer, Sanguine, Energetic, Brutal, and Steadfast. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about Steadfast because they did nerf it. Is that been much of an issue for you as a bigger character with it getting nerfed? Because I know that's a very specific trait. You put that on there for a specific reason. And then it getting changed kind of fucks stuff up a little bit.
It didn't really change my fights that much with the way they changed the wording on it. So I don't know how much they actually changed with it.
Gotcha. I know that some people it's kind of like slowed down some stuff for them. They don't get the defense bubble as often as they used to, which is making his survivability for some people a lot less. But then again, with you being one of our biggest characters in the game, I don't think much on those is going to affect your count, honestly. Unless it's like something dramatic.
Yeah, most of the fights in Top Valley only last like 10 seconds anyways.
I noticed that when I did the Witch's account, most of his were only 30 seconds. I can only imagine on yours, which is something I look forward to doing here in a few as well. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and pull over Scarlet and look at hers and see what we have on her. Okay, so Scarlet at 30 million power. So hers isn't as strong as the Phoenix's. You just put more time and effort into Phoenix, it looks like. And then for Scarlet's traits, you have Resilient, Hulking, Focus. Focus is a really good one. That's one that I like to use on a lot of people. I think that's a good trait to have, especially when you have it maxed at 22 like that. And then Brutal and Fierce. Now, is there any specific reason why you have her set up the way you have, as well as with the Phoenix?
No. Fierce, I usually take off and bounce around a couple different traits. Focused, I have on there because with focused on her, her alt is directly after Lion every single time. The female Lion.
Nice.
So that doubles her power pretty much.
Nice. That's definitely a great way to have, I don't know, to get skills to line up that perfectly to go off after each other. I think it's pretty awesome. That definitely takes some time to figure that out.
That's the only reason I haven't changed it, because it worked when I did it and I left it.
Gotcha. It's like perfect. Okay. So another one that I have a lot of issues with whenever I'm fighting, whether it's in arena or valley or anything else, is Devala's. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up your Devala just to see what we have, and she's max. I'm going to assume almost all your characters are max, especially your top 7 to 8. She's at, let's see, that power level is 26 million and 108 million in her health. Then go ahead and pull over her traits as well. And with these, again, we are at 22 pretty much across the board. We only have one at 18 so far that I've noticed, and that's Resilient. Aggressive, usually I don't have aggressive on mine. I do have Steadfast and Brutal, so that's something else we have in common. I do use Energetic. Can I ask why you have aggressive on there? Like, what does that do for you guys when it comes to her?
I got aggressive on Devala just because she lasts the longest in every single fight, and her strength is over 4 million, I believe.
Yes.
So she's last in every single fight. So by the end of the fight, she's got an extra 20%. That's another 800,000 plus of strength by the end.
That is true. That is definitely a good reason to have it on there. And probably why I'm always dying to Devalas. Y'all just have Devalas completely overly stacked. And that's
I'm debating on putting aggressive on the Phoenix just because I think she's like 5.6 million strength.
Hey, if it works, it works. Make yourself stronger. So none of us little guys stand a chance. I can already look at your vigor. So with them messing with the vigor system, how has that really affected you? Like, do you want it changed back? Are you chill with it as it is now?
With what? You cut out for a second.
Yeah, you're good with the vigor.
Vigor, I've pretty much stopped Vigor. I can't get enough bouquets to keep up with Vigor. I use them like the monthlies. I think we get like 450 bouquets, and I use them in 2 hours.
Jeez. I mean, I can't say anything. Since I strictly do free to play, I don't ever spend money in the game. I never have bouquets really. So I don't do too much with my vigor. Although I am trying. But I'm never going to get close to the vigor that you have on these guys. They're all over 20. I mean, looking at this one, Phoenix is at 105. Then we have 102 on your Devala, 63 on your Lionstone. That is just too much time for me, and that also explains another reason why y'all's characters for y'all's champions are also so strong. That figure really, really, really helps with you guys. I am gonna go ahead and go into your guild conquest just because I want to see what the top for you guys looks like and see what we have going on over there. So while I am getting switched over to that, who's some of your favorite people to go up against?
Probably just Neo. Everybody else on offense is easy. He's the only one that ever gives me a challenge. Defense, I mean, it's anyone's game. If you have an energy boost, you can beat anybody. I've had 60 million might players beat me.
Gotcha. Go ahead and we'll look through some of the player lineups for the global to see who all you're going up against right now. Some pretty big people here. It looks like you're one of the bigger ones so far that I am coming across. And your team's also in first. So nice. I'll also collect your quest stuff as well. It's just not sitting here because the red dots everywhere kind of bugs me. I might be the only one, but I don't like the red dots. And I'm going to look at your merit too. Let's see. You are ranked 16 in merit. So do you ever push to get the merit in these?
No, not at all. I don't put that much effort into it. I actually, you keep saying a lot of time spent in the game. I don't even think I spent that much time in the game. A couple
Really?
hours here and there.
Is it more the money aspect that's put you at this point more so
Probably,
than time?
probably more than yeah. It's probably more the money than time. And you can go to the page and check see how many hours I've spent in the game.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's that much.
Well, definitely. It looks really. You guys kind of have most of the board unless you go straight into yellow territory. Grim. Okay. Let's go over to. Are you signed up for Valley?
Yes.
Okay, we're doing both. That's something I've noticed with a lot of the bigger players. You guys always do both to get the rewards on both of those. I struggle just to do one until I forget that I signed up for both. Your alliance for this one is also in first. Do you just always sit in first?
No.
Really?
I usually don't. This is actually very rare for my team to be in first. I'm usually pretty lazy when it comes to Valley.
I gotcha.
I work 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, so it's hard sometimes during the day.
Oh, goodness. If you don't mind me asking, can I ask what you do for work? That's a lot of hours.
Uh, Business owner, but I'm a mechanic.
Nice. So let's go ahead and I'll look at your alliance and we'll just go through the alliance list to see all of the people who are in these teams. Got Ransom. There's Mr. Bloodlust. Go Purple's team. Got Neo Geo. There's Romulus.
You can attack Romulus if you find him.
Okay. We will look for Romulus to see if we can attack him. Got Legend. Lord Lubeck. Murderous. And on red, Enjoy, Titan, Heart, and Goose. And SL Hunter. Well, let's go ahead because you brought it up, and we will look to see if we can find Mr. Romulus anywhere. see. Got Neo Geo. Purple gate. There's no one on this gate. I'm gonna go ahead and take this gate. And we will keep looking for Rom. So that was very instant for you to wanting to attack Romulus. So why Romulus instead of Neo Geo?
He picked on me when I was new to the valley, so.
He used to pick on you? That's not very nice. So he's not in the center either. Let's see if he's at the top. I'm gonna assume he's gonna be on one of these bigger tiles that brings in more, or a gate. Neo Geo. Neo is everywhere. And Romulus is hiding. I don't know if I'm gonna find him, but now I'm really, really intent on finding him because you want to attack him. I'm gonna be sad if I don't. Oh, that's Donald Duck. He is nowhere to be found, man. He is completely just avoiding us right now. Because he was purple, right? Yeah, it's just purple team. He's not down here in blue. I don't know, girl. I don't think we're gonna find him.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I was really dead set on trying to attack him too for you. That would have been a really good fight to watch as well. So how do your teams usually fare against Neo? So if we attacked Neo, would that be devastating or an extremely quick fight with you coming out top dog?
Depends on how many towers he has. If we have an even amount of towers, it's pretty even. It's probably one of the longer lasting fights.
How do those usually last for you guys? Because I know you said earlier most fights are about like 10 seconds for you guys.
Most fights are probably like 10 seconds. Neo's probably 20, sometimes 25, depending on if I can get Scarlet to ult quick enough.
Gotcha. Let's see. We'll just take a few tiles because it looks like me moving around's got yellow on the move for you. We'll just take some stuff. I found Romulus. How about that? So we'll go ahead and attack him and we'll see how that goes. Let's see. That loads up. I'm not even going to put it on ×2 just to see how quickly this goes without it being sped up.
Watch me lose now.
Never. We can't have you losing now that we wanted it. Not even a full 20. So it's at like 144 it ended. So not even a full 20 seconds and you won. You beat Romulus. So applause. We got to do it. So let's go ahead. And we're going to do some of your daily tasks, as I said I would. Now, with the sentence, some people are very particular about what they use their sentence for. Do you prefer the money, the bread, or armor?
I use it for armor.
Armor, okay.
Especially with the new the ruin stones. I've been trying to up armor.
Gotcha. That's what I usually use mine for, is armor as well.
I don't really need gold anymore.
I mean, I would assume not. You're sitting at 48 billion in gold and 72k diamonds.
Look at my bag.
You have even more in your bag. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and go over to your bag and see what we have over there.
I think I got close to 300 billion gold in chest.
Oof. Let's see. You for sure do. Holy crap. That is a lot of unopened chest. And you have so many hammers. Do you not do that?
I do. Last night I went to a Bruins game, so I didn't get a chance to use them.
Gotcha. That is right. You did say you went to a game, and you said they won. So congrats. You have very clean equipment down here. You can definitely see you've used a lot of it to level up stuff. You only have 2 thick pieces of armor right now. Runes. You have a nice amount of runes. Now, with the runes, since this is relatively newer, have you found them to be useful once putting them on there and leveling them up?
No, I really don't pay attention to most stuff in the game. I just spend money when I
Just spend money and
upgrade stuff.
Gotcha. So for everyone else who is watching though, who doesn't necessarily have the same playstyle as that, with the runes, they don't make too much of a difference for you guys until you get them at level 5. The jump from level 4 to level 5 is actually quite a bit of a significant jump in noticeability with what they do. But if you really want
quite a
to
bit.
stuff, it is. It really is a big jump. It's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a big jump when you get your equipment to level 20, and you could put 3 stones on.
Oh, for sure. To make them more usable in my mind, for it to be worth it, you want your stones at like level 7 at least.
No, it doesn't even matter if you have all level 1 stones. They still give you a 6% boost, or some of them are 3% boost. Like I think it's a 6% boost in Constitution and Strength. That's big when you got a champion that's over 5 million strength already.
That's true, but for us little guys who don't have champions that much, leveling them up kind of does help. It does push our strength up, and also the dodge is really nice to have. It's leveled up as well.
Yeah, I went all in on Bloodcraft, so I haven't really been up in any other champions. I'm trying to get an entire team of Bloodcraft, and I was dumping all my G-Stone into the Bloodcraft.
Okay, they were hella leveled up. Only thing I didn't check out them was their armor, so let's actually head back over there. It looks like you did put more time into Phoenix, so we'll pull up Phoenix, and I'm gonna look at her armor and see what kind of equipment we got going on with the stones. So all of your armor is over 20. I'm gonna assume it's also the same way for your other one.
I think so. No, I think a few of them are at 15.
15.
Maybe 16.
So generally we're going to say 15 or higher, and then you have almost all the stones in place. So it looks like you're only missing 2. These are, let's see, level 6. So this one is her focus champion, gains 3.3% strength. And that's for all of them. That's really nice. Do you ever go through and upgrade them to make them higher, or are you content with them where they're at?
Every once in a while, I go through them.
Gotcha. We got, so we are maxed out on all of them. I'm going to go ahead and look at her skills since I do have her pulled up to see where her skills are at. See if we max those out yet. So 31%. We have so level 13, 11, and 12. So they're not maxed yet, but you are getting very close with them. We'll go ahead and look at them as well. So which one of your blood crafts are you going to put your most time into? So far it looks like it's the Phoenix. Do you just prefer her, or do you prefer the other one more?
Depend. I like Phoenix overall more, but Scarlet, if you can get her to ult, the match is pretty much won.
So her ult
No
really
matter
just
no matter
carries.
who you're facing.
Gotcha. So Phoenix is more balanced compared.
Yeah, Scarlet is. I mean, she does massive damage even at low vigor. If you get her all up to like level 10 or 12,
I wouldn't
I
know.
might
I've been trying so hard to get one.
I might actually try ambitious on her soon, just to see if she alts faster and if it makes a difference. If she doesn't, how much of a difference it doesn't make after Lionstone. If she alts before Lion.
Gotcha. Well, please for sure let us know how that goes for you, so I can tell all of us little people. Because looking up to y'all is how y'all have y'all set up is definitely going to influence how a lot of other people start setting up their stuff as they're trying to catch up to you guys. So with that being said, your Guardian Stones are maxed on a few of them. Looks like you really went into tanks on this one. Now, is there a reason as to why you chose tanks more?
Nope, I screwed up. I didn't know they weren't resettable when I first did it, and I was running both Lionstones, so I dumped it into tank.
Gotcha. Well, I guess that would make you happy to know with the patch notes that there is a reset for this now, so you can redo them. With that being said, are you going to
No,
redo it?
I'm mad that they're given a reset because I've dumped a lot into Bloodcraft for the Guardian Stone, and now everybody else is going to be able to reset and dump it into that.
That is true. That is extremely true. So with that being said, though, are you going to end up redoing yours just to move stuff from the tanks since you don't use them as much?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna reset them, and I'll max every single column in Bloodcraft, just because I plan on getting an entire team of Bloodcrafts as they come out.
Gotcha. Because as of right now, for me, I think I went heavy into marksman and assassin for mine. I might reset mine, just take my stuff because I did kind of do similar with you and went into tanks more as well as warriors, and I don't use them as much. So I'll probably put them on marksman and assassins.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing I use my tank for is the Lion Stone for her alt to make everybody else's better.
Gotcha. Let's go ahead and back out of here because that's a lot of gold on those stones. So that's a lot put into your stones at that. And can't wait to see it reset. So hopefully we get to dive into your account another time to look at that to see what kind of new things you've done with it to see if that helps make them stronger and if so by how much. But let's go ahead and go over to the arena. I want to fight some people. I just want to destroy people's lives for a little bit. Let's see. You are. Crap, look at that amount of power. 1.2?
If you can find Turtle and attack Turtle, I know he'll love that.
You're gonna find Turtle. Okay, so we will attack some smaller people until we find Turtle. Do Plus 12. Get you some points. Now, with your team set up, because I do see your team, you have both of your Bloodcraft in here. You also have Lionstone and Devala. Now, is this your normal team setup for you for Arena or across the board?
Yeah, usually I use that, and then there should be Fulgur in there.
You got Melfolger as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's my usual team. I just move them around depending on who I'm attacking. In Valley, in Arena, there's really nobody on my server that is even close, so it doesn't matter.
You just leave it as an Arena. Gotcha. So let's see, because again, these are 2-minute fights, are supposed to be at least. So let's see how long they take for you. We're now at 10 seconds. And team's dead. So 1 minute and 49 seconds left. So just over 10 seconds for the first one. And it's completely over. Try to pull up your statistics too. We're here just to see the overall power of who's doing what. So let's see. For your defense, your highest defense is your Phoenix. And then for health is Devala, which isn't as surprising. That one I kind of expected. Overall, not bad stats at all. Again, just looking at this makes me super sad to think about my account and the major difference between this. So we'll go ahead and go back and we will do some more fights. I'll go ahead and use, I think yours was 7 at this point. So do you see that plus green on there next to it showing that you have more? Did you buy one of the little subscriptions?
Yeah, I bought both subscriptions. I didn't know you can buy both, but I ended up buying both of them, the monthly and the 6-month one, I think it is.
So has it been worth it to buy them or no?
For some an account like mine, I'd say it's probably not worth it. For a smaller account, the district bonus and the bonuses you get could be worth it. I think it's like a 30% district bonus.
Yes, I think that's right too. So the only question I have when it comes to those, the little dragon, does that have a purpose other than just being there?
Just being there.
Just being there.
I don't know of any purpose for it.
Okay. I found Mr. Turtle, so we shall fight him. Let's see. So far they've all lasted roughly 10 seconds, as you said they would. It's just crazy for me to see fights go that quickly, because mine usually maybe a minute. I usually don't spend the full 2 minutes. But to see fights that last only seconds is absolutely crazy. It's pretty awesome to watch. And it's awesome to be behind it, to be the one to do it, to have all this power to just destroy people. I love it. We'll just keep going and attacking the rest of the people. I will say watching their ults though, not Bloodstorm's ult, is really nice. But I've also noticed too though that the fights are ending so quickly that she's not always getting to do hers.
Hard to pay attention when they only last 10 seconds.
You're right, they go so quickly. And it's so much going on that you can't quite tell everything either. But I've noticed so far in like 3 of these fights, I don't think she's gotten to use hers. And just because he popped up again, we'll tech turn one more time. but she might actually get to use it. And then after that one, I think we will back out. And let's see. I'll go ahead and be your babysitter for the day, and we'll do your errors. Get that red dot off the screen. And I'll go ahead and get your guild as well for you. Do your order. Now, is there a specific event or aspect in the game that you enjoy doing other than like Valley and Conqueror?
Oh, probably Valley, but I wish I had more time for it.
Gotcha.
I like Eyes of the Abyss.
I like Eyes of the Abyss, but I never ranked very high in it.
They just nerfed something. I was doing 23, 24 billion damage each hit. Now it's down to like 15 or 16.
That sucks for me. That means I'm not going to do nearly as much as I used to. See how much you do. Let them do their own alt because Bloodcraft will be first. That's a lot of damage per hit. We're talking almost 6.9 million. Then we'll go ahead and 2 times it. Now we've gotten to see each of their alts go off and how much damage they do. So just based on their attacks and how much damage they're doing, I can already put in the assumption, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, that you probably do the most damage on these. Because Phoenix and Milkwalker. Phoenix actually does some decent self heals to herself. That's actually a lot of heals. That's not bad. And when that finishes, I'll just blitz the other two instead of watching through them. Now, is there any aspect, gameplay-wise, that you don't necessarily like that you think they could update to make a little more fun? Because for me, it's Dungeon Descent.
I don't do Dungeon Descent. I don't know. I think they should get rid of all the animations on everything. I know they got that skip button now, but somebody who pushes vigor as much as I do, it'd be a lot better if I can just click and then click on the next one. Or make 10 at one time, like you can do with the marriages now.
That would be nice to have. That was one thing that I was very, very sad to see when they did that so we could do multiple, was that you had to buy the subscription to be able to get those, that it wasn't for everyone. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go to your biz, and I want to pull up your rank just to see your overall damage, see where you're at, because I know that event's currently already over. So you are 388 billion. That is a lot. Like I am lucky if I even get close to 5 billion in total, and that's with me having to spend diamonds. Let's see. Just because you have so many diamonds, I will ask, do you do extra attempts on the abyss? Like, do you spend diamonds to do more attempts? And usually, how many attempts do you do?
Uh, no, that one. All them diamonds came from the challenge fund they just released. When they added to it.
Gotcha. So, do you have any plans for all your diamonds in your summons? Are you waiting for the new clan to drop?
I'm waiting for the marriage event for the bouquets. The only thing I need to buy is bouquets.
Just gotta get those bouquets up. I will say, go ahead and I'm gonna pull and see what your time is. So your overall time in game is going to be 783.4 hours of in game time. That's a lot of time. It's not nearly as much as I would have thought it would be, especially with you being a bigger player, but that's still a lot of time to put into the game. What else can we do? Because I know you said you haven't done Dungeon Descent. Do you want to run through your Dungeon Descent, or does that just sound like a terrible thing for you?
Yeah, I don't care for that.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll do collecting and maybe an expedition. There's only an hour left till reset. So I'll do your main team on the first one now. Do you just randomly collect, like put your teams in for this, or do you have like a certain setup that you normally use for this?
For what?
For expedition.
No, I usually just use one champion. I don't ever even finish it. I just
Do
get the books. Yep.
just do it for the books. So we'll just put one in for each one then. And we'll just
I'm
let them
always
go.
I'm always upgrading and marrying champs, so when they're in there I can't sometimes.
Can't
So I
really
don't
use
even
them.
put them in there.
Gotcha. Go ahead then. Put those in there. We'll do a 10 times adventuring summon thing. And then we'll go ahead and go over and look at your companions. I'll use for 10 times peruse, which is really nice because I have to click through all of mine. It's very tedious to do. So getting to not do that and just do it 10 times is really nice to do. So thanks for buying the subscription, I guess. So I will ask because they just came out recently with the parade. Have you used them at all yet? Do you like them, or are you just kind of eh?
I haven't used them at all yet.
Gotcha. I've been trying to level up the Mel one. I have him in Mythic. Um, I think they're kind of chaotic characters, especially with them attacking their own team, even though they can't kill you. I think they're a very big mean character in my opinion, but I think they're fun to use. You have every single companion. I'm missing like 7. And you just have every single one of them. Have you made them all mythic?
Yeah, I think they're all mythic. I was doing that for the Guardian Stone.
For instance. That is something a lot of people talk about not putting some of them at Mythic, but I think it's a great idea to put them at Mythic because they do get you stones, and getting red stones later game is it's not easy at all. And then you get green ones, you got to get new stuff. So it's a good way to get stones is to level them up. And your charms pretty much max on everything across the board, looks like, too. Other than that, is there anything necessarily in your game that you want us to take a look at to see how something's set up for you?
No. Go through whatever you want.
You're a very carefree person, huh?
Yeah, I don't. The Turtle's always asking me what I did with this and what I did with that, and I'm like, I don't know. I just clicked buttons and I bought stuff.
I gotcha. It's very astounding because it's yours is high level due to money, which is to me is very crazy to do. Because I myself could never imagine spending this much money for a game because I'm broker than broke. I'm a person and I don't have the time to put into games. Like, I don't even have this much time spent in game as you do. Most of my days is working or making other content for other purposes. Let's see. Just because it's one of my favorite characters, I'm going to pull up your gold tongue because I want to see how he's set up. Now, the last character after Parade was Bloom. Have you found any use for the Mill Bloom? I think he's a good character. He's very shadow
I
clone.
like I like the male Bloom. I just haven't built him yet. I put a little bit of vigor on him just to try it.
Gotcha. In that case, we'll go ahead and look ahead and see if I can help a little bit. Probably not, but we'll see. Let's see. So we have Loyal, Fierce, Athletic, and Hexproof. I would definitely put Focused on him for sure. And that's a good one to have on him. It's what I run on him. It works really well as Agile. That's a really good one as well. Other than Focus and Agile, it's kind of a toss-up of what else you could use on him. I have Brutal instead of Athletic. And then a last random one. But if you're looking for a setup that kind of makes him a little bit better, then Agile and Focus would be a good options for you, along with some Brutal. We have level 10 and 2 level 5, so you haven't done too much with his armor either. Then we'll go ahead and do no gold tongue. So far I've noticed all of your characters are all maxed. Got max levels. So with your Mount Gold Tongue we have Focus, again a really good one, and Agile, Agree with, we have Brutal and Energetic. This is actually a really nice setup. I think my setup's exactly the same, minus Energetic maybe.
Besides, like the top 6 champions, I couldn't even tell you what traits the rest have on them.
I gotcha. Your gold tongue don't look bad at all, though. I would definitely use him as is. I think that's really nice. So your top 6. So how do you like your Galabar? Do you use her for a lot of things?
I don't use her at all.
She's in your top 6. Look at.
I don't use her.
Prefer the limestone. So can I ask why you prefer your limestone then, or is it just because you've put more into her?
Just her alt. It helps every other character. It helps every other character.
I think so. I have both of them. I do agree with you on that one though. I use my female limestone as my main defense character for almost everything. I do like Galabar though. I like the fact that she kind of blocks down the enemy's team, so I do use her, but I primarily use female Lionstone as well.
Lionstone's vigor is only like 60 something, and if I take her out and I put in Tide, my male Tide Storm, I'll lose to half the people in Valley.
Wow. That's a lot. It's a big difference.
I played around with in Eyes of the Abyss and then the dailies with taking Lionstone out and putting in Tide or Fulgur, and everybody else does 40% more damage with her in, even though she doesn't do any damage herself.
She just really helps them put it out and with their survivability.
She helps everybody else. Yeah, she's still one of the OP characters in the game. Her, the Vala, and now the new Bloodcrafts.
That is true. That's why I want to get Bloodcraft so bad. All the big people have them, and those characters alone just demolish most of us. Well, let's see. We're not going to do any summonings. We've done your arena. And you said earlier you don't do the normal dungeon either. Do you just find it also tedious like Dungeon Descent?
Yeah, I don't really do dungeon usually. I just recently started because they added that quick button.
Yeah.
Well, I think I got over 1,000 scrolls for it. I've never done them.
Like I said before, I think it's not too bad, especially because you can figure out which buttons actually go to which statement very quickly. If you pay attention to it, to always get max on it. But it's just a nice way to get a little extra when it comes to diamonds for us little guys. Because like 10 diamonds for each like little segment, and there's like 3 to 4, so that's 30 to 40 extra diamonds in like a minute and a half. So I collected some of those for you. Not that we really needed to. We'll go ahead and collect some more of your quests. We'll collect your store stuff as well. Now in the store for like the in-game stores, like the arena store, guild store, is there anything on here necessarily that you tend to buy, or you just don't do much with these?
I don't buy anything in the guild store.
I usually get the constructions and start saving them up for the events and try my best in districts. Are there any specific events that you try and save up for the most? Because I know you said currently you're saving up for marriage to get bouquets.
No, I usually do every event. I usually have so much of everything. It's not that hard for most events to get at least in the top 5.
I do not doubt it. Based on what you had in your bag and just how much over you just have sitting there, I absolutely believe that. I'd be surprised if you weren't in the top 5, honestly, on any of those. Yeah. Last one, we'll look at your towers, see if you have any towers. You have 1 tower. And it's only at level 2. You know, level up your towers?
Sometimes.
You're just like, eh.
I had every tower for like 4 months.
Oh gosh. I'm struggling to get a tower. You just sitting on all of them? Well. I feel like we hit all of your major points. Your team's very well set up, and I can't wait to see a full Bloodcraft team for you. I hope you allow me to see what that looks like once you get it. be very nice to see. We'll set these up for you. Other than that, while I'm just going through and collecting stuff, is there anything you want to say that might help any future players, some of our newer players, or just a shout out to some of the bigger players that you go head to head with?
I don't want to tell anybody what to do in the game. I don't want them to beat me.
Okay.
Romulus is messaging me, telling me to give him a shout out. He's like sounds like a groupie.
He's a fan, man. Gotta be nice to him. Well, in that case, since we've done our little shout outs and you're totally like not helping anyone else get bigger than you, respect on that. Agree with you. Do you? I'll also give a shout out to Rom since he was there. Hi, bud. How are you doing? And a shout out to anyone else who is currently in chat watching. I hope you guys enjoyed looking through this count as much as I did. It was a lot of fun to do. Fights are very quick, less than 10 seconds on most of those, so that was really nice to see. Destroying Romulus was very nice to do, very fun, including Turtle as well. I think we beat him twice, so that was really nice to do as well. So thank you, Mr. Gorilla, so much for allowing us the time to look through your account, just to see what kind of your setups are and your favorite parts of the game, your hours, things like that. Other than that, is there anything else you'd like to say before we head out today?
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope we get to do it again sometime. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.